Hi, this is Mrs. Frenzel, and this video will give you an introduction to the Photos application in the iLife suite. We will use Photos to sort and organize our pictures and enhance them. We will be improving our exposure, increasing the color saturation, cropping pictures to improve their composition, and adding special effects. This is what my Photos application looks like when I open it, and you can see that I have photos dating back all the way from 2000 to 2017, and they're sorted by year. The sidebar on the left contains additional photo albums that I can sort my pictures in. Open your Photos application by clicking on the icon in your dock. You'll notice there's 4 different ways to import photos into this application. You can either connect a camera or a memory card. You can drag a picture directly into the application from a folder, from your desktop or flash drive. You can choose import from the file menu above, or you can access your photos from the cloud. We will not be using iCloud in this class. Another alternative is to import pictures from another application such as Photo Booth, so we'll do that right now. Take a picture of yourself in Photo Booth, then select your picture from the tray below, then choose the Share button and select Add to Photos. Close Photo Booth and then open up your Photos application, and your picture should appear under the last import album. Notice at the top there is a Photos album, and it lists your photo according to the date that it was taken. If you haven't done so yet, stop this video and import your photo from Photo Booth. Now we're ready to practice dragging in photos from a folder. Locate the iLife 09 Book Files folder on your desktop, double-click to open it, and drag the Lesson 1 folder into your viewing area in the Photos application. It'll take just a second, and you can watch the progress indicator in the upper left corner of your screen. If you go to the Photos album in your sidebar, you'll notice that the photos are sorted according to the date they were shot. If you click on the All Photos album in your sidebar, it will display all photos together in one group according to the order in which they were imported, with the most recent imports shown at the bottom. Let's go back to the Photos album. It's perhaps the most useful album because of the way it sorts your photos according to the date they were taken. There are 3 options for viewing your photos. There is the year view, where it groups your photos by the year they were shot. There is the collections view, which groups them by a range of dates. And then finally there's the moments view, which groups every photo by the exact day that it was shot. You can adjust the size of your thumbnails by dragging left or right on the slider in the upper left-hand corner. Now let's work on editing an individual shot. To do that, you'll want to zoom in on the picture. To zoom in, you will double-click, or you can press the space bar on the picture. If you haven't done so already, pause this video, locate your photo from Photo Booth, and zoom in on the picture. To edit the picture, click on the Edit button in the upper right-hand corner, and you will get several options off to the right. We will not go through all these options at this point, but feel free to experiment with the rotate and the crop and the straighten and the various filters. Now we will practice deleting a picture by removing your photo from Photo Booth. Click on the picture and then press the backspace key. You'll notice that you'll get a pop-up asking if you're sure you want to delete the photo. If you don't like that pop-up, press Command Delete instead, and there will be no pop-up. Every time you delete a photo, it will show up in the Recently Deleted album. If you haven't deleted any photos yet, this album will not show up. Photos will automatically be deleted by the system 30 days after they are placed in the trash can. To manually delete photos in your trash can, click on the Delete All button in the upper right corner of the recently deleted screen. The last thing we'll talk about in this tutorial is faces. When the application imports your photos, it attempts to identify all faces. Your job then is to give a name to these faces. Go to the search bar, the shortcut is Command F, and type in 4060. This will bring up a photo of a young boy. Double click on it, and you'll notice that it's already recognized it as a face. You just need to type in his name, which is Aaron. Now search for photo number 3676 and identify the same boy as Aaron. As you start to type his name will pop up in a list below. Now click on the Faces album in the sidebar to the left and you will see Aaron has been identified. If you double click on him, you will see the two photos that you identified. Now that you've trained the Photos application to recognize Aaron's face, simply click on the Add button in the upper right hand corner and the program will attempt to locate other photos with Aaron's face. Occasionally, Photos will try to identify a face that you don't want identified, such as a statue. To get rid of that face identification, simply click on the X in the circle. Then there will be other times when Photos fails to recognize a face because it's shot from the side or perhaps the subject has sunglasses on. To add the face recognition, click on the Information button in the upper right hand corner, or you can press Command I for the shortcut. In the bottom left corner, click on the plus button that says Add Faces, and here you can reposition and resize the circle and add a name. Now if you go back to the Faces album, you will see both boys listed. This concludes the first tutorial for Photos. You're now ready to begin working on your own pictures.